Hello, everyone. It's Mariko. I'm so excited about today. I get to do a live Q&A with you guys, so I'm super stoked. All right, let me know if you're here, if you can see me. I'm just setting up the back end like always. All right, let me know when you are here. Put it in the chat. Hi, Tamara. And are we live on Instagram? We are. Okay, beautiful. All right, hello, everyone. Can you see me? Is my camera on? Are you able to see me? I just want to make sure you can see me. Oh, you can? Okay, good. Somehow when I look at YouTube right now, oh, Eric, hey, thank you. It works. Oh, there I am. There was just a delay. It's so weird when I can't see myself. Okay. All right, you guys. Welcome, everyone. Montreal. Thank you. Hello. Let me know where you're coming from. I always love, hi. Oh my gosh, some familiar faces. All right. It's so good to see you too. Thank you. Hey, Naomi. It's good to see you. Hey, John. Oh my gosh. I love seeing all you guys. All right. All right, so we have a fun day today. I get to do an intuitive reading on some of you guys. Like we're going to go deep on a few people. So I won't be able to get to everybody, but I want to just work with a few of you. Oh, hi, from Iceland. Hello. I got to meet you last week. It's good to see you. And from Spain. Oh my gosh. Wait, do we have a call coming up? I feel like I have seen your name around here. I'm not sure if we do, Cassie. If not, that's okay. I just didn't know. So Amsterdam. Oh my gosh. Hi. Hey, oh my gosh, Naomi, Melanie, thank you all for being here. All right, we're back. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I want to get in a little deeper with you guys this week. We have been talking about your soul assignment. We have been talking about what it feels like when you're living it, when you're aligned with it. We've been talking about how to call it in and talk to your guides. We've been talking so much over the past several weeks about bringing in your soul assignment, actually doing something with it and activating it, right? So today I want to get to talk to some of you and watch how this works in real time. It just sounded like a fun idea to me. So thank you everybody for joining. Eric is here. You'll see the little what is that called? The tool, the little wrench. So if you need anything from us, he is on my team. He is helping me with everything on the back end of my business. So I'm so grateful for you, Eric. Thank you for coming on to Team Soul Priority. It really helps me grow. And we get to help a lot more people. So I'm really excited about that. So thank you. Thank you. If you've seen me before, I'm like trying to put in links and answer you guys, and I can't do it all. So Eric stepped up and is helping me, and I'm really grateful. So you'll also see him. He'll be the one replying to emails. So really, really happy for him. Oh, okay. You want a reading? Wait, aren't you? I know you. Did you already not have a reading? Are you in my membership? I know you, Laura. Or I think I do, right? Well, I think we have a few spots open for the Life Clarity that we opened up more for 45% off. So Eric has that and he can put that in there for you. All right. And I think his name, it says Dieter, which is his last name. So he could pop that in there for you. All right. Fabian's here. Hey. Oh my gosh. Fabian is coming to the retreat. I'm so excited. When I saw your registration come in, I was like, no way. We're doing this. We're doing this. So I get to see you in like a month at the Soul Priority Retreat, which honestly, it's not even a retreat anymore. This is like an intergalactic gathering. I had a meeting I volunteer. Okay. I had a retreat meeting last night with the women from Costa Rica who bring in the ceremony, the sound. All I can do every time I talk about Gracie and Estelle from Costa Rica, it's just like this heartbeat, right? It's just this like tribal heartbeat that they bring in. And we are bringing something so much more intense than even last year. Because you know me, I don't like to do the same thing twice. Or if you don't know me, then now you know. I don't like to do the same thing twice. Everything has to be different, more intense, and bigger. So really excited about that. Okay. All right. So, let's just open up the space to work together today, shall we? Did I forget somebody's question? I feel like something happened and I just want to make sure. Oh, gosh, Harold from Iceland. Hello, hello. I get to meet you as well. You're coming to the retreat. Hey, Rick. Rick's coming. Oh my gosh, everybody coming to the retreat is here and there are spots available. So if you are feeling like you want to work live in person with me and the Soul Priority team, definitely make sure to jump in. We still have some spots available. We have plenty of time before the retreat. It's not for like 5 more weeks. But this is for the people who are ready to get past what's going on that's blocking you from your soul assignment, step all the way into those, not just your intergalactic gifts, not just the higher realm gifts, but literally you are here to push the boundaries on what's possible with light codes. We're going to go past what we think is possible. We're going to go past what we think is possible with the current gifts we're working in, and we're going to download new higher realm gifts that the world hasn't seen, but it's the one the world needs. And that's what we're doing at the retreat. So if you're feeling like, I need this, then we need this. The world actually needs you. It's no joke. Okay. All right. Hello from Canada. Beautiful. All right. I would love to read somebody I haven't read before. From Switzerland. Hi, Flavia, right? Your first name, I believe so. I think we go back several years. All right. Readings. There's a lot of people saying, I want a reading. Okay. Oh my gosh, Rick. Oh my gosh, Rick's book. We're waiting for Rick's book. Congratulations, Rick, if you see his comments. Where are you located? I'm in San Diego, California. Okay. Naomi, yours just popped up. So we're going to start with Naomi. I don't know Naomi. Don't know anything about you. You are welcome to pop in a question if you want, because I love a little bit of a hint. And you'll get more out of me if I just know a little bit about you, what you're looking for. What are you calling in? It's not that I'm not going to read people that I haven't, but I'm just starting out with someone that I is completely unfamiliar to me, because that's just what I'm feeling like right now. Brenda's here. Love. Oh my gosh. Thank you. She was at our retreat last year. This year, Brenda, we are bringing it. We're raising the volume on it. Okay. I'm waiting for Naomi to reply. Just give me a little bit of something. Doesn't have to be a long essay, just a couple things. Where do you want direction? What do you want reading with? We want to get specific. I feel like there's several areas of your life, and we just want to hone in on one of them. Because I'm not going to spend I want to spend time with you, but not like so much time, not the whole time. So, okay, here we go. Since this week, I'm a completely new person, excited and energized for my new journey. Same time, still trying to hold on to pieces of old me because it feels safe. How do I let go of old me? Yeah, great question. It's the scariest thing to do, you guys. It's so funny because it's like, oh, I want to move into my next level. Well, you literally, I'm not kidding, you end up grieving the past version of yourself, and it's not easy. I can sit here and say, yeah, you want to up level and you want to like move into this next level version of yourself, and it sounds so fun. And then you're doing it and you're like, this is scary and this kind of hurts and I feel sad. And it's not easy because it's literally the version of you who got you where you are, who protected you, who made sure that you were safe, that you got where you needed to go. You're literally like, you feel like you're letting that person go. And it's a scary thing to do. Or it's just overwhelming at the very least to do. How do you do that? I'm going to say for you, and I'm speaking directly to Naomi, and I'm obviously speaking for everybody. So the first step, I think, is really honoring that version of you, right? The inner child all the way up to who you are now, honoring her and what she did and how she got you here. We're not throwing her out. We're just saying, you know what? I've grown past who I've been. I've grown past what my capabilities are in the version of me that I've been. And I have new capabilities coming in. I have new light codes coming in. I have a bigger soul assignment that I'm dropping into. And I can't do that from my old version. But the old version got me to be who I am right now, that I can even have this conversation and talk about it. So the first step is honoring who that was. When I think about where I am now, I'm on next Saturday, Sunday, I'm speaking at the Next Level Soul Mastery Summit with Alex Ferrari. Are you kidding me? Years ago, when I had my near-death experience and I was like in bed and I couldn't really walk, and I had zero energy, I didn't know how I was going to get here, where I get to talk to you guys online, where I get to have a retreat next month, where I get to go and, join the Next Level Soul Summit and be a speaker there. I didn't know how, but I kept saying yes to the assignment on my soul, no matter how dire things were, no matter how sick I was, no matter how I couldn't get out of bed, no matter how little money we had. I just kept saying yes. And I can't stress that enough to all of you. Just keep saying yes, even if it's a whisper and it's scaring you. Just keep saying yes. Okay. Second, When I think back to who I was, I look back with so much gratitude because there I was, kind of helpless, my husband taking care of me, and how strong I was and how brave I was and how everything had been stripped away, including my identity, right? Doing Chinese medicine, the rock climber I was, being able to use my brain, just general stuff was gone. And I had to step into an idea, and it couldn't form yet because I was too sick, an idea that this was happening for a reason, but I didn't know why, and I knew it was going to be okay. So I look back on how brave I was, how strong I was, how much faith I had, and I am so grateful. So not only do I honor that version of myself, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're amazing, right? So you want to go back and truly honor the old version of who you were, all the way down to that inner child, all the way up, right? We don't leave anybody behind. We're just going to move past. How do you step into the new version of yourself? Once you have done that, you're grieving her, maybe you've cried, you're letting some of that go. Now, who are you meant to be? How do you get there? How do you even see who you're meant to be, right? Sometimes it's just a feeling. And we're like, I know I'm meant for more, but don't ask me details, right? I've been there. So one of the things that I love doing is scripting. Do you guys know what scripting is? If you don't, you're literally writing out what happens a year from now, right? Dear Naomi, and you're writing to yourself, right? Future you 5 years from now, 1 year from now is like, hey, Naomi, oh my gosh, okay, I got to tell you, I'm so grateful that you were on that live and that, you were chatting with Mariko and she was telling you to grieve and put all that down because this is what's happened. Everything that we planned on totally worked out. But I'll tell you, there's things that we didn't plan on and it felt like it was a hiccup, but it actually wasn't. And you just channel through a letter that already happened 5 years from now or 2 years from now, whatever your timeline is, whatever you're feeling, right? It could be 6 months from now. I'm not trying to say it has to be 5 years, whatever that is for you. I know what I want to happen in 3 years from now. I know what I want to happen in next year. I'm calling it in, but I've scripted it. Future me has already been like, oh my gosh, by the way, let me tell you something else. It gets even better. You don't know. Wait, it's a surprise. I'm not going to tell you everything, right? I could feel the excitement. So now I am that version of myself because I'm like, I'm so excited, right? Future me is like holding back a little bit. She doesn't want to tell me all the secrets, right? But I am living in that version of me. That's how. How do you step into her? You step all the way into her and you become her. How? Through gratitude, honoring who you were, gratitude, and excitement. Be excited about what's happening. I don't know the details of what you want to happen in your life, but I will say that future you is holding it. And she is like, let's go. Let's do this. This is exciting. I have the energy. I have the information. I have the light codes. I have everything you need. But like, wrap up with gratitude, who you've always been, let go of all of that, get excited and talk to me. Talk to future you. So that's for you, Naomi. Talk to future you through scripting. It works. It's magical. All of you, if that's calling to you, scripting out a year from now, 5 years from now, that is powerful. Okay. All right. I think that's it. Thank you. Just seeing if she responded at all. So I think we're good. Okay. Okay. Oh, by the way, Instagram, if you're here, I'm so sorry. I can't read your comments today. I have something else holding my phone and I can't get to it. So if you're on Instagram and you're seeing me, welcome. I can't see your comments. I can't see your questions. So you'd have to hop over to YouTube today. I'll get something different that I can be able to see, but I can't right now. Okay. I will try this. Normally I don't like to write, but give it a try. Okay. I hate writing. You guys, I voice text everything. Eric and I have been going back and forth all week as he's been integrating and working with me, kind of my right-hand man, so to speak. And I voice text him everything. I can't sit there. You guys know my brain got hurt. I've had strokes. It's legitimate. I can't sit there and email and type and all that stuff. It gets to be like too much for me. The reason I'm wearing glasses isn't even because I can't see. The lights, I need the blue blockers. Otherwise my brain's like, oof, too much, right? So voice text, voice dictate, whatever you want to do, just get it out there. Some of us, I'm really like, I verbally process stuff. So as much as I talk about journaling, I voice text as much to myself. Okay. So do what works for you. Do what works for you. All right. Tamara, I don't know who you are. Tamara Anderson. I need clarity on how I can tangibly transmute my spiritual gifts into this dimension to help people remember themselves right now. My shameful/fearful self died, and I'm ready to be seen and felt. Yes, I love that. So what is the question? The question is how? How do you, like in the 3D, transmute your spiritual gifts into this dimension? It's interesting. The question is never how. I think when we ask how, we get ourselves stuck. And I hated that answer, by the way. That took me so long. I was like, yeah, but I actually need to know how. Like, quit it. And I'll say it again. You are already it. You are already enough as you are right now. The how comes. All the details come. So own it. That's what I'm saying. Own it. Own it right now. The how will definitely come. Okay. All right. I want to give you a little bit more. I'm not, that was just the beginning. The how for you specifically is actually blocking the what, who, like every particle of your light wants to be birthed, wants to represent in the 3D. But as long as you're in the mind of trying to figure out steps 1 through 10, you're blocking it. So just let go of how it's going to work out in the 3D and allow it to keep coming down in downloads. Just allow it to keep coming down. You're going to get intuitive hits. Oh, I have a good idea. Oh, that sounds like fun. That's it right there. Do that. Do that right now. Don't wait. We like speed. We like to move fast. As soon as you get some idea, I don't care how crazy it is. I don't care if it's like, I don't know how that's going to work out. How, don't get into the how. Just write it down, voice text it, whatever you want to do, put it out there so that you can have it saved. Okay. The more it's like you want to dump all the ideas out of yourself. Don't hold them in your head trying to organize and alphabetize them and color code them. We don't do that. We just say yes. And then we get out of the way and we let the downloads happen. Voice note, write it down, whatever you want, journal it, put it all down there, and then say yes to it. How is none of your business. The universe will figure out how. They will figure out exactly how, and it'll be perfect. Okay. That's the biggest problem you're having right now. You have overcome so much, and it is time for you to be seen. So get out of your head and just be fully in your heart with that very deep spiritual presence that you are, and let the downloads happen and let the downloads manifest around you. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, Lexi, I will, it's like the ones that I feel called to answer, I call because I feel like they are for a lot more people. And so my eyeballs just like go to some question. I'm like, oh, that's it. So that's how I answer questions because I won't be able to get to every single person on this call. I just wanted to go a little deeper than I do sometimes with a handful of people. Okay. All right. I'm just pulling in. You're welcome, Tamara. I hope that helps. All right. Okay, this is like a fun question. Why do I always fall asleep during these Friday sessions? Because I'm working on you and I'm getting you out of my way. That's why. If I don't know if any of you are in, I know actually some of you are, you're in my membership, the monthly membership. And so many people fall asleep when we go into the higher realms and I do an astral therapy. Astral therapy is the work that I created where we go into the higher realms, deconditioning limiting beliefs, clear you of whatever's blocking you, give you new downloads. I do that once a month live on a Zoom call. So, you know, we're all live together. And inevitably, a lot of people fall asleep and then they wake up when I'm bringing them back. When I bring them back into their body and anchor them from the higher realms back into their body, they're like, oh, I'm awake now. And here's the thing. It's like I'm getting them out of the way because I'm working on them. And sometimes if they're in their heads, they're in my way. So it's like their subconscious mind is like, oh, we need to do this. So we're gonna go to sleep. And by the way, when I'm doing an astral therapy, so I'm the only one that does it because I haven't trained anybody yet. It's coming. Certification programs are coming, 2026. Still developing, the trademark's done. There's a lot behind the scenes before you just like launch a certification program. So I fall asleep, but I'm the only one that can do it, right? So when I listen to my astral therapies, because there's some that are really good, and I'm like, oh, I need that, I fall asleep. And I'm the one that did it. I'm listening to myself in the recording and I'm falling asleep. And then again, I wake up as I'm bringing myself back. Why? I'm getting out of my own way. And a lot of times when I'm here with you guys, I'm doing energy work. I'm clearing energy. And I need your mind to get out of the way so I could do my job. And it's like your guides and I are like, we have some things to do. Could you get your busy mind to go sit down? So oh my gosh, Ricky falls asleep in these too. That's funny. I didn't know that. All right. Something popped up. Who was that? I feel like I was talking to somebody there for a second and then I lost it. John, get out of your head. What are my guides trying? I don't even know why that popped up. And then there's a question from John. That's funny. I was just like, for some reason, I just talked to John. What are my guides trying to get me to understand that I'm not getting? That's funny. I think I already answered you. John, get out of your head. Or not be so precious about my perfect purpose, the thought of which overwhelms me. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. Look, we're not asking you to be Steven Spielberg tomorrow. You have like the day after. I mean, by next Tuesday, you're fine. I think sometimes when we see the bigness of the assignment on our soul, we don't even know where to start. Your start is believing in yourself. Your start is starting to allow yourself to just reflect back that you do have this thing to do. And again, why don't you script into the future? Talk to the John 5 years from now. Dear John, man, it's been a ride. Thank you for saying yes. Oh my gosh. So I gotta tell you, doesn't start right away, but give it 3 months, and just talk. Just let it flow out of you. However you do that, you guys, it doesn't have to be journaling. Like I said, I actually do voice notes and voice texting to nearly everything. I mean, if I forward an email to Eric, I don't even explain what it's about. I'm just in there doing voice texting. I can't do both. So however that works for you, get it out, verbally process. And you might have some healing to do. You might have something deeply in your way, this imposter syndrome. This is overwhelming. Are people going to really like it? What if I fail again, right? You're not the only one that feels that way, but it's time to get over it. Honestly, get over it. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I didn't even mean to answer your question. The word John, whatever I said, get out of your head, just popped out of me. So I think your guides just wanted to chit chat with me today. You need to work on, I'm going to just say, almost like the healing, the releasing of this little block in you that says, I'm not sure. I have self-doubt. What if it doesn't work? What if it does work? And also, you don't have to go all in and like invest $1 million. You just kind of start with small steps. But I failed before, but this happened before. Okay, yeah, me too. I'm not 22 years old anymore. I'm not 23. Took me this long to get to where I am now. And that's about when I started. I was just about to turn 24, and that I've been doing this a long time. So we just keep failing forward. We keep learning and making mistakes, but we go, okay? It can be small, but just start. But you're going to start with the release. Okay. Oh, good. Not rude at all. Well, they just butted in and had something to say. Okay. How do I start listening to my intuition and guidance? I did that. There's a call. I need to go back and rename the calls, but it was about talking to your guides. Your guides are listening. What was that, guys? Was that like 3 weeks ago? I need to go back and put covers on them so that you guys and like label them so that you could see what they are. But I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Stephanie, I think you're coming to the retreat too. Is there anything my guides want me to know? I'm so open to any guidance. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to meet you. Okay. You are the same Stephanie coming to the retreat, right? I'm feeling that. The first image I got was like, how do I say this? It's like you're bigger than you think you are, and you're also as big as you think you are. Like your frequency is powerful. And it's like you have this knowledge, like, yeah, I know. You kind of know. It's more than that. So it is as big as you think, and then, oh, thank you. It's as big as you think, and it's more than that. So I'm excited to work with you because this retreat is gonna be unhinged. It's gonna be a crescendo until the very last moment. Jordan made it. Hey, Jordan's coming to the retreat too. Talk about intergalactic. Oh my gosh, she's a trip. Okay. That's what your guides are just telling me right now. You're bigger than you think you are. You're as big as you think you are, but it's even more than that. All right. Okay. Let me just go back and get some more questions here. Oh, Ramona. Oh, I feel for you. Is caring for my mother with dementia my purpose? Is there more than that for me? Yes. That just popped through. I don't know you. And I'm sorry you're going through that. I went through that with both my parents. In the end, my dad was in a memory care facility. So I know what that feels like. It's not fun, not easy. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, there's more for you. Yes, this is your purpose right now. I think when we have that position of caregiver and caretaker, it's like there's so much to learn about ourselves. There's so much compassion and so much patience. You find out how patient you are or are not, right? It's not easy. So I'm going to say yes and yes. Is caring for your mother right now in this time and space your purpose? Yes. And also no. It's what you're doing right now. It's like your dharma. You're doing it because you're doing it. It's what you're doing and you're present with it. Is it the overall thing that you were born to do? No. So what is the thing you want to do? What is it? What are you feeling called? Who are you? Start with that. I don't know if you've watched, I can't remember. Eric, we need to get clear on like which videos are what. We'll have to go through this. And then I need to organize them so that we could share them with people. It's been in the past month that I was teaching you guys how to talk to your guides and to step into who you're being. Who are you? Stepping into a new frequency, a new identity. And you can do that at the same time. You can start working on stepping into a bigger version of you while also caring for your mother. Both are possible. And I think sometimes when we're caring, I'll speak for myself. I'm not going to speak for you. Caring for my parents, it's almost like I went back into an old identity of who I used to be, right? And I wasn't their primary caregiver by any means. But when I would visit them, I felt like I stepped back into the role of who I was when I was working in nursing, because that was an easy role and I was familiar with the surroundings, right? But I was also still building who I am right now. So I know it's possible. I would say both. All right. Again, yeah, we need to find that video from the, oh, Fabian knows. It's live from 2 Fridays ago. Thank you. Thank you so much. Somebody knew. Thank you. I love my community. You guys know these things. Let's see. Just seeing what the guides are calling me. Bliss Within. I don't normally do relationship stuff, but yours just popped out at me a few times here. And I didn't even read it, but I have now. Hi, Mariko and everyone. Oh, aren't you sweet? I just came out of a bad relationship and the pain is deep. I would like to have insight about if I will recover soon. I wonder if future brings me happiness. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You're done with the old version of you that let anybody treat you poorly. You are so done. Oh my God. It's funny because I was expecting to tune into you and feel pain, but instead you were like, ha, I'm so done with that. Close that door, slammed that portal. It might hurt and you might be grieving, but guess what? You're not just grieving the relationship, you're grieving the old version of you who let that happen. And I say, let that happen. It's like, how did that even happen, right? It's always subtle abuse, not always, but I've definitely been in some relationships that were unhealthy when I was in my 20s. And it's like, how did I let that happen? Well, I let it happen. Ultimately, I am responsible for me, right? Nobody did it to me. I let it happen on some level. And you are so done with that. It's like you are slicing off that part of you that let any of that happen, that tolerated anything like that. So that's part of the grieving that you're feeling. So I'm celebrating you, actually. I'm sorry you're in pain, but that's a really cool place to be. So yes, you will recover. You're rebuilding. You're done with that version of yourself that went through a bad relationship and that allowed that bad relationship to happen. You learn from it and you're stepping into a new version of yourself. So you're letting go of the identity. And now you're rebuilding and you're like, I don't know who this is going to be. It hurts. Yeah, it's not fun. Healing is never fun. It's rough. You're not, so it's not so much recovery as it is a rebuilding, a restructuring, a reframing of all of it. All right. See if there's anything else. That's it. You're, just put you in a sweet bubble of healing, but you're not just healing from that thing that happened. It's like you're cocooning, like you're in a cocoon and you're going to emerge as the next version who won't let that happen again. Okay. I hope that helps. All right. Oh, wow. There's a lot more. Oh, thank you, Eric. He found it. The session that I was just talking about of, I don't know if that's the journaling one or stepping into your next level version. It may have been the same video. I can't remember right now. Whenever I'm live, I'm like, I'm here and I can't always think of what I did before. Okay. Jordan just went through a huge reboot. Any fun stuff for me, Jordan? Is there ever not any fun stuff for you? It's funny when I wrote the other night, and I made it into a social media post today on Instagram, but I wrote it the other night. It just was channeling through that this retreat, and I know Jordan is coming to the retreat. Eric, if you have a link, you're welcome to pop in the retreat for anyone who wants to look at it or feels called to this. But this is about, it's like who you've been, and we know who you are. I met you in person at that event. I know who you are. And the reboot is, again, even though you're really powerful and you have all this galactic energy around you, you're done with it. And as I said in when I was channeling the other night, we are pushing the boundaries of what we knew was possible for these galactic codes. We're pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible for the new earth energy. So of course you're going to be done with who you've been, even though it was powerful. The reboot is a reset. So you've created more space so that we can go even deeper and do this at the retreat so that you have more space for things that you can push the boundaries within yourself. Oh, we're going to have fun. We're going to have so much fun. Thank you, Eric. The retreat is there for anybody who wants to look at it. If you feel called, there are spots available. Okay. I can't wait, Jordan. This is going to be so much fun. You're a trip. Kimberly, any messages for me? Hi. I love that. I feel like you just walked up like, hey, do you have any messages? I think I do. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself on a level that you haven't been seen. You haven't been heard. You want to believe in yourself on such a deep level past what everyone else has missed. It's time for you to believe in yourself more than anyone else. You don't worry about what everyone else believed in you, what they saw. You go deep into the depth of your soul of who you know yourself to be, and then go deeper and go deeper. That's who you're believing in. Is there evidence? Is there proof? Is there, people saying, yes, I see that? No, it doesn't start that way. You need to believe in yourself more than anything and anyone on a deeper level than you even knew was possible. And you're going to create a boundary around the people who don't believe in you, who don't see you. You're here for more. You're here for more. Your frequency is here for more. You're made for more. It's like you're born this way. But you got to see it first. You've got to see it first. Okay. I hope that helps, Kimberly. I don't think we've met before. That's kind of fun. I hope that helps you. All right. Oh, Jordan, I'm thrilled. Me too. It's going to be fun. All right. Let's see. Who else? Some of it's the same question about really how do I step into who I'm meant to be? So we have that video where I didn't just talk about it, like I helped you guys actually step into a new version of yourselves. So that's why I'm like saying go watch that one. Oh, this one too. How have my spirit guides been trying to communicate with me? So I did a whole live on that one. How are they communicating with you? Get out of your head. I think this goes for more than one of you. When we're trying to listen to our guides, you want to get out of your head. You want to get into your heart. You want to get into just sitting and breathing. It doesn't mean you're stopping all thoughts. Your mind's going to have thoughts. That's fine. But get out of this idea that you have to figure something out, that you have to do something to communicate with your guides. It's really like letting it happen for a lot of you. Getting out of the way, getting out of your head, and letting the world around you shift. So you're feeling like, oh, this is the message. This is it. Okay. I think for you, you want to get out of your head. All right. Going back, there's a lot of questions in here that I missed. So I'm just seeing what else there is. Who else? Let me see. I'm missing some. How can we tune into exactly what our gifts are? I like that. You are the gift. So first of all, the gift isn't outside of you. I think that we're kind of taught to feel like we have to find our gift and it's outside of our Fabian. I love that. That we have to find our gift outside of ourselves, that our gift is over here and that it's a gift, meaning like, oh, look, I got this gift and I didn't have it before. No, you are the gift, right? The gift isn't me wearing glasses. Like, let's just say like, oh, this is my gift and it's over here and it's outside of me. No, the gift are my eyeballs, right? It's already part of me, right? It's not the stuff outside of me. It's not the ring. It's not the necklace. It's not my glasses. It's me. This is the gift. This is the gift, not what I put on my hands. I am the gift. You are the gift. So when we talk about tuning into our gift or how do I find my gift, it's you. So stop looking outside yourself. Whatever it is that you're bringing. It's already within you. This is not something that you like found somewhere and you're like, oh, wow, I have a gift now. You get upgrades. Sometimes we get new gifts. Sure. But the one you're talking about is the one that I think you know is already within you. And it's really about opening it up and saying, okay, I'm going to let that really loose. I'm going to trust it and just let it loose and stop pretending that it's outside of me or I need to find it or there's some confusion or I'm not sure. Oh, that spark? Is that what Mariko was talking about? The thing that? Yeah, that's it. That you feel? That's it. That's the gift. What is it? What does it do? Write it down. Talk about it. Script it out. Channel with your guides. Talk to your guides. They're not hiding it from you. All of you. It's there. Okay. Oh, I'm glad that resonated, Kimberly. I haven't met you before, so that was really fun. All right. Not sure how to. I'm sorry. Brad, I had a psychic refuse to read me online. Did she have a reason to be afraid? No. I'm sorry that happened. I don't see that. I don't see why someone would refuse to read you. I don't know. I'll read you. Sorry, my ears are plugged up. You guys know I had this little allergy thing happening. And it didn't happen until like 2 seconds before I go online. I'm like, really? All right. It is what it is. No, kronile, nesekata, no, kropeknilaha, sam. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just kind of like, you're just not from here. And I think some people, they don't know what to do with people who aren't from here, right? We see a higher realm being, we see something that's really intergalactic, and we're like, what is that? I'm not that way because that's who I work with. So that may have been why it was like, I don't know what you are. I don't know if it's safe. But yeah, you're from a different realm. You're from a higher realm. You have those intergalactic lights around you. So have fun. That's awesome. I mean, that's who I attract to me, right? I'm calling in higher realm beings. I'm calling in people who have been incarnating on the higher realms. Some of them have intergalactic, as I put them, like an additional energetic system within them. And it's time to like flip the switch and turn that back on, or turn it on so you can use it. So I specifically call people in that are like that. Yeah, it's beautiful. When I first tuned into you, I felt so much love. That's why I was giggling. And then, but I felt like intergalactic love and like higher realm. I was like, oh, it's kind of fun. So yeah, I don't know why, but I think you're lovely. Don't worry about it. Keep spreading that light. Okay. What else? Hey, Lori. Hi, Lori. Lori Turner's here too. Hey, love. Um, what keeps me from living a satisfying life? I can manifest things, but I don't really know what I want in life. I feel like I'm sorry, nothing feels like a hell yes. Oh, okay. Let me look at that for you. This is for Mary. What keeps me from living a satisfying life? Hmm. Just looking. There's like a cover on you, and I'm just trying to get through this cover, just to get to the real you. Not a mask. It's just like it's like a cover over you, so you're not feeling life. It's like you're here, but you're not tasting life. You're not smelling the flowers. You're not connecting. One of the main answers, you're not connecting with heart, but it's like you're not connecting with the world around you too. So I'm like, why is this cover on you? And can we take it off? Hmm. So the way through this is through your own heart, tuning into your own heart, tuning into so much love within you. That's the way through this moment for you. It's not about just taking that off, as I was hoping it would be that simple. It really is like the step of going so deep inside of you that you're feeling your love so deeply that it's just, it radiates and bursts out around you. So that's what I'm feeling. It's like radiating that love to where it just disintegrates that sort of cover around you, and you start shining and connecting, but you got to connect to yourself first on a deeper level than you have. But I almost want to say like than a deeper level than I would say some people even know is possible. Hope that makes sense to you. It's incredible. Go there. I feel like you know what I'm talking about too. Okay. Your guides. Oh, ERKO. I just sort of answered you before. Your guides. That's your answer. Yeah. All right. Oh, thank you. I always feel so affirmed when you remind us that we aren't from here. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah. I think it explains a lot for a lot of us, doesn't it? Why do I have such a hard time being here? How to reconnect to oneself? Yeah, it is heavy here. We live in this 3D world, and it's there's gross matter here. It's a very heavy world. So we always have to be connecting to our soul, connecting to our heart, because in that space, no one can touch you and you're safe. And then you connect to other people on that level of the high frequency of the heart. Yeah, we get stuff done. We work, but you're always wanting to connect to the people around you need to be at a high frequency. And then it's easier to be here when there are people surrounding you, and some people, maybe we can't choose if they're coworkers or whatever, like you can't choose everybody around you, but the people you do choose, you want to have like an elevated group. That's why I create the soul priority community. That's why I come online. It's like you guys are connected to each other. You guys you come together and you remember, oh yeah, we're not alone. That's why I have the membership once a month. It's like we're going into the higher realms together. There's like we're like a family in that group. And again, it's about community so that we know we're not alone. Okay. We're not doing this work by ourselves. Okay. How do I figure out my true life purpose? I have an astral therapy. It's on my website. Do you guys know what astral therapy is? I know there's a handful of you that do, but do you guys, I'm just curious, do you know what astral therapy is? Put it in the chat for me. I know there might be a delay where I have to wait for the answers. Mary, thank you so much, Mariko. I know what you mean. Okay, good. I needed to hear that today. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm speaking directly to you, so I knew it made sense to you. Okay, I'm so glad. All right, let me know if you guys know what astral therapy, or if anybody doesn't. Because I want to explain it. You don't know. Nope. Okay, good. I had a feeling there's a lot of new people that have been coming into my world lately. So, okay, so you guys may or may not know. If you've seen me on a podcast, you know that I've had a near-death experience, but that's kind of the tip of the iceberg. So the bigger story is I was oh, thank you. Eric is putting in the free astral therapy. So I'll tell you what it is, and you can decide if you want to go try it out for free. Astral therapy. So when I was born, I stayed conscious between my last life and this one. And I thought everyone did. So I was a man in my last life, and I remember all the details. I remember dying. And I remember everything that happens between when we leave this world, everything that happens in between, and then when we reincarnate. And I thought up until I was about 18, 19 years old that everybody knew this. I would talk about it like it was normal. And then one day someone told me that it wasn't, and that nobody knew that. So I kind of shut up about it. So fast forward, I have a near-death. So when I was like 18 or 19. And then I have a near-death experience when I was 29. And I knew that I was meant to come back and share that story. But I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. No, I will talk about anything, but I'm not going to talk about that. People are going to lock me up. They're going to think I'm crazy. I'm not going to share the story of life between lives. Nope, won't do it. I'll live my soul assignment, yes, but that part, we're going to leave that part out, right? So, and I was also too sick to do anything about it at the time, but I knew it. I knew it in my heart, and it scared me. So I finally was, it took a long time to feel like, okay, I could do this. It took almost 20 years. So what I did was I developed a modality of healing, and I guess you could say astral travel, where I help people go into the higher realms, and sometimes specifically the higher realm that they've been incarnating in, specifically theirs, not just the astral realm that most people go to when they leave this world and before they're born, but an even higher realm. And we go and we get messages from your guides. We find your purpose, remove anything blocking you from your purpose, and then you come back into your body, integrate those new light codes, integrate that new information. So that's what's in the free astral therapy. And Eric has that for you, the little, the wrench sign, if you see it. He has that there, and it's free. So you could go do it. It takes about an hour. You do generally get a lot from it if one of your clairs are open, whether you're clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient, something like that, where you could feel it. You don't have to have all of your clairs open. Even if you don't have any open, though, people have still told me that they've benefited from it, because I'm, again, walking you through it. But you do get messages from your guides. So whether you're seeing it, feeling it, hearing it, just having a knowing, it's there. So definitely go take advantage of that. It's a really powerful experience. And again, it's on my website. Go grab it and enjoy it. That is astral therapy. So I created that, and that's also what I'm talking about next year. I will be creating a certification program because I've been doing this for years, and some people actually want to be able to do what I do as well. So yeah. After the astral therapy, I get messages in dreams. Oh, I'm glad you did it. I remember basically saying that in the astral therapy. You might get your message now. You might get it in dreams later. You'll hear me when I do astral therapy. And that's what we do in the membership, by the way, the Soul Priority Collective. It's a monthly live membership call with me. There's live Q&A, and I do an astral therapy every month. So if you like that one and you want to jump in, you can jump into that one as well. It's really powerful. Okay. Oh, thank you. I did it and it definitely worked and helped me. I've had many months of confirmation that I'm on the path since. Oh, thank you for sharing that with me. I have thousands of people who have done it and I don't actually always hear how it went. So I'm really happy for you. Or if I do, I might get an email, but it's like, it's fun to hear that in live time. And that's from Tomorrow Kiddo. Oh, what a fun name. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Oh gosh, grazie. All right. You're sweet, Cassie. I would love to have you as a friend. Probably would ask a million questions. Oh, the fun we have, Eric. Eric is, we work together and we laugh together. And I don't think he asks a lot of questions. Once you get to know me, it's a different level. This is work mode. This is work mode. Okay, so powerful. That triggered my first Kundalini experience. Oh my gosh, that's right, Fabian. You told me that. I remember that. December 6th, you did the free Astral Therapy and your Kundalini awakened. So a lot of things happen. I guess people do tell me, but I don't hear all of it. Is there anything blocking me, Mariko? Yourself? You're blocking yourself. Who are you? Anna. Anna. That's so funny. This is always love doing these intuitive readings because sometimes like I'm telling you, the questions like pop out at me before I even finish like reading them. I'm just like, feel like I'm answering them. You're blocking yourself. Why are you blocking yourself? What are we doing? You're scared of your power. I mean, and rightfully so, like you're powerful. Rightfully so, but you don't have to be, right? You don't have to be. I could see where it's like, oh my gosh, there's a lot. But I love when you're blocking yourself because that means you can unblock yourself. Nothing's blocking you. You're blocking yourself. You're really powerful. It's about getting used to the power, getting comfortable with it, and realizing that you're responsible with it. You know, I think here's my take on it. Because I used to be really afraid of my power too when I was younger. And the way I see it now, and I don't go into like all the past life stuff because it's like you can't go and heal every single past life. You're going to waste your time because there's so many, right? So it's like, well, what's the one bothering you right now? When I look at, because I went through that wound of what if I misuse it? What if I hurt somebody? What if I become greedy or irresponsible or I don't know. Yeah, misuse it. That was a big fear. And so I didn't want to do it. And what I realized was that's not going to happen. I work for my heart. I work for my soul. How do I lead my business? I treat people how I wish I would have been treated in general, coming up in this business, the coaching mentorship business. It's like, it's business for a lot of people. And it's every field, there's people are people, right? And so I'll just say that for me, I treat people how I wish I would have been treated. And so it's not even just the golden rule. Like, of course, that applies too. But because I've been hurt, because I've been betrayed, I just treat people how I wish I would have been treated. And so with every situation that comes up, I think, well, what would I want? How would I want to be treated? And then I do that. Okay. So you're going to be fine. You're welcome. That part. I love that. Okay. P, any messages for me? Are you working? What are you doing? Are we there yet? I think this is purity, right? Are you there yet? She knows what I'm talking about. If this is purity, you know what I'm talking about. Are we there yet? Are you doing it? Okay. It's because you're ready. Okay. Lean into the love around you. Oh, sorry. Chauncey, answering you before. What can I do to get out of this loop of sadness and depression? What did I just say? It just popped out beforehand. Lean into the love around you. Lean into the love around you. So sometimes it's like in your own body, in your own energy system, whether it's like chemistry, hormones, whatever's happening on the physical level, you could feel depressed. You could feel sad. You could feel low. You could feel unmotivated. And oftentimes it's about well, I'm just going to say what I'm feeling. It's like how they're really funny. They're showing me like an indoor plant that's wilting because it's not in the sun. And then you take the plant outside in the sun and it starts to like get bigger and feel refreshed. So it's not that I'm calling you a houseplant. I don't know why they gave me that, but it really is saying like, and it's not, I'm not saying get outside and the sunshine's going to fix you. I'm saying get in the frequency that's more powerful around you and soak it up. Soak up a higher frequency than yourself. Because sometimes we can't just do the work by ourselves. It's like easier said than done, right? Like sometimes there's more going on and it's external and it's internal at the same time. And sometimes we have to take ourselves somewhere else and say, okay, where can I immerse myself in light? Where can I immerse myself where maybe you're at a point where you're like, I can't, there's nothing left. I can't share myself up. It's not that, right? Depression doesn't work that way. Where could I go? Where could I put myself to where I'm being filled up? Does that make sense? That's just what I'm hearing for you. Don't be alone. Be immersed in that frequency. Be immersed in the love. Be immersed in the lights. Let them fill you up. Don't cut yourself off. Let your guides fill you up. Let the universe, let God fill you back up. You didn't do anything wrong, but you want to allow that support to come in. I'm sending you so much love. So much love. And you're not doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. You didn't mess up. It's just what's happening right now. So I'm just going to send you some love. You know what? We're a community. Can we all just send some love? We're all just going to send you some love. You're not alone. I'm telling you to go step into the light. You got 1,000-watt light bulbs, a bunch of us online at once. So we're just going to send love to you. Good. Breathe that in. That's what I mean. Accept it. Okay. All right. All right. You're gonna be okay. I hope you felt that. Good. It makes sense. Good. Oh, that's sweet. Love bomb. Yeah. You don't need to go find your community. You have it right here. What am I thinking? Everybody jump in. Somebody needs a little help. We don't sit there and wait. We do it. We help each other. All right. Whether it's sending Chauncey some love or waiting for that delicious book that's coming from Rick, supporting him in that. We're a community. All right. Nothing. Nothing. Denise, I've been studying all the things, cards, dowsing, etc. What am I meant to do and how to move forward? You are the gift. You have some tools. I got tools. But I am the gift. I am the gift. What do I use as tools? The other day I went into talking to somebody and I went into Chinese medicine because I used to do that. And I was like, oh, well, look at the body clock this is happening right now. This is why this is happening. And I used that old tool from a long time ago, brought it in. I was like, here's a tool, right? Sometimes, Astral Therapy. Now I'm always going into the higher realms. So it's a tool that I developed in order to help other people go into the higher realms, but it's a tool. Ultimately, it's me. So we have a lot of tools, a lot of certifications, right? Those of us that are healers, I've got a lot of certifications, a lot. None of them really matter. They're just tools that I might use once in a while. Most of them I don't. They're so old. I'm past that. I'm now at this point, I'm bringing in new light codes and new gifts from the higher realms that don't exist. That's what I'm doing. That's the people I work with. I'm not going back and dusting off a tool that I used 25 years ago or something. I mean, Chinese met a little bit, some information. Yeah. But no, now I want to bring in higher realm, birthing new modalities onto this planet, birthing new healing energy that the planet hasn't seen yet. That's what I'm interested in. So tools are fine, but you are the gift. Don't forget that. I think we could look at the tool and think, oh, I need this. No, you don't. No, you don't. You have everything you need. Oh, thank you. I love everybody sending you love. It's so fun. I've had a lot of one-on-one calls with you guys. I opened up a few Life Clarity Intensives, and this is an hour-long one-on-one with me, and we opened them up at 45% off, and we still have some that we opened up more of. So if anybody's interested, I saw earlier somebody was asking for the link. So Eric, I think you have the link. If you want to pop that in there for anybody who's curious about what that is to work with me. Otherwise, you could get it on my website, but you have to do an application process. But I'm here in the live energy, and I remember earlier somebody was asking for it. So I don't know if you're still here, but I have that for you at 45% off, because why not? It's fun. Okay. You're welcome. I hope that helps. Okay, yeah, we answered that one. Oh, thank you. Your love. You are such love, Aggie. Is there anything I need to know from my guru? God, I mean, there's nothing to know. You know, when it comes to the guru-disciple relationship, there is nothing. There is love. There is nothing. There is receiving so much love and just reiterating how loved you are, knowing how precious you are. I mean, if that's the only message you receive, it's a direct line into your heart of how incredibly loved you are. That's the only thing. There's nothing else to say. It's beautiful. That was kind of fun. I got to just sort of be in that love. Okay. Oh, good. Mariko, I feel better hearing that you took a while to start acting on your calling. Helps me feel less guilty. I don't feel guilty. I feel like there are things I'd like to do, but I'm finding it hard to take action. You know what? Don't feel guilty and just take small action. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be this massive thing. You just take a small action, whatever you can do. Sometimes it's just saying yes. Sometimes it's writing down some ideas. I think we pressure ourselves too much. We have a tendency to think that we have to have it all figured out, that it has to work, and that we can't make any mistakes, and it's just got to keep getting big. No, you just kind of like fumble, and it's like this. You keep saying yes, you keep getting ideas, and then you have, it's like collecting all the puzzle pieces, and you're trying to put the puzzle together when you don't have all the puzzle pieces. You got to get the puzzle pieces, AKA the downloads, before you can put it together. So we pressure ourselves because we have like 2 puzzle pieces, and we're like, okay, what am I going to do with this? Okay, we got the 2 corners. If anyone does puzzles, I start from the corners. I start from the sides. Maybe some people go from the center. That's a higher level than I can do. And then you want to have the whole puzzle, but you don't have all the pieces. You got to say yes and keep getting the downloads. Don't feel guilty. Downloads take time. I know I say time's not real, and it's really not when you leave this world. Infinity is the only time. But you want to know that you need to understand the puzzle pieces are coming, and your job is to allow them to assemble and then act on it. Okay. Don't allow guilt to get in your way. There's nothing to feel guilty of. If the puzzle pieces aren't all there yet, don't feel guilty. Okay. All right. Oh, that's sweet. You just gave me confirmation on what my daughter said. Thing is, I have not connected the dots and how to move forward. I guess it will land with me at some point. Yeah, it will land with you. Yeah. Or if you feel like booking with me, I'll help you pull them in and put them together for you. That's what I do in the Life Clarity. I help people put the puzzle pieces of their life and business together. If it calls to. Small steps. Yeah. I don't know if I saw your question above. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know. There's so many up here. I'm pulling on the ones that keep popping out at me. Yeah, again, Oyu Green. I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name. It's a cool name though. Connecting with your guides. That's one of the topics that I covered in a different YouTube video, because the whole time for like an hour and a half, I talked about how to connect with your guides. So I think they said it was like 2 Fridays ago. So go find that one. Cause I mean, it was like, we were interacting. I had your journals out. We prepared for it. I was sending emails of make sure that you have your journal, and we went through the whole thing, and I guided you through it so you could really talk to your guides. How do I figure out my true life purpose? Again, there is a link to the Find Your Purpose Astral Therapy. It's free. Go grab that. Okay. Am I from a different realm? Was I a rock in my previous life? LOL, not trying to be facetious. I'm genuinely curious. Yeah, I know. I've experienced being a rock and a flower. I left that out of my book. For those of you who don't know, I have a book, Soul Priority. And I left a few things out because it was my first book. And it did well. I hit #1 in 5 countries. So I'm a #1 international bestselling author as well. But I remember being a rock. And then I remember being a flower. And I kind of left that out. And in my book, I talk about my first lifetime in the insect realm. So we go from the plant kingdom to the insect kingdom, to the animal kingdom, to the human kingdom, and then beyond into the higher realms. So I remember all of that. And I know I just sounded like that was linear, but time's not real and it's all at once. You know what my fun one is that I remember a lot? Because we could connect to all of it. Okay, so this is fun. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked this. Where are you? I don't know what your name is and I think things moved around. Oh, VL, it just says VL. I hope you're still here. Okay, so one of my favorite memories is that pops up a lot. So all timelines are happening right now. Past, present, and future is not real. Infinite time is the only thing that's real, and everything's happening right now. So when we tune into who we've been in a past life, that past life is actually happening right now, kind of like as a parallel life. Even in the higher realms, everything is now. I experienced it, and I still have trouble wrapping my mind around that. So if you're having trouble, don't feel bad because I experienced it and I'm like, that's a lot. So, but I remember being a rock. I remember being a bee or something. I was pollinating. I could have been a butterfly. I don't know. But I also remember my Cro-Magnon or Neanderthal era. And the cool thing is when I go into nature, not all the time, but a lot, when I'm in nature, but like I live in a city, I'm in San Diego. So if we go hiking, sometimes you can still, like I used to live in the mountains for 10 years and, Lake Tahoe or near Yosemite, Mammoth Lakes, like you can get away from any kind of city lights and stuff like that. But where I'm now, if I go hiking, it's like the world around me changes and I'm almost like in my Cro-Magnon self. And sometimes the trees get smaller or the light poles, the electricity lines or whatever that I might see in the distance go away. And the whole world just feels different. And I'm like, hey, it's almost like I'm living both at once and I'm just feeling it. I was hiking several years ago. We were in Idlewild hiking and I remember just putting my hand on this rock. It wasn't a rock, it was a boulder. And it was like I became one with that boulder. And I was remembering again that time, because we've been everything and we can experience life as everything. Yeah, so no, you're not crazy. And I know you weren't being facetious. I get it. I remember being a tree too. That was cool. The bird was a fun one though. Oh my gosh. Every time I see a bird, now you got me on a roll. Every time I see a bird, like if I'm on the top of a hill and we're looking over like a big cliff, whatever, like the Grand Canyon kind of thing, or a big valley, and I see like a big bird of prey, because I was a bird of prey, a big hawk or something like that swooping down. I'm like, oh my God, that was I'll be with my husband. I'm like, oh my God, have so much fun. I remember that. You're gonna have so much fun. Like enjoy. I love flying. I remember like the first time I flew the nest and I was, there was all these other birds in the nest with me. Are you guys doing okay? Is this getting too weird? I hope not. If not, oh well. So I was there and all the birds had left the nest except me and one other bird. And I remember just like instinct takes over. And it's like I had a GPS tracker or GPS, I don't know what you call it, but like I knew where to find food. But I remember standing on the edge and like, kind of like a little nervous, hesitant, like, oh my gosh. And then I flew and it was just so instinctual. It was like, as soon as I did it, that hesitation was gone, the fear, and then instinct kicked in. And I remember just feeling like, I don't know if it's GPS. What is the right word? What is the thing where like, I guess it's GPS, like MapQuest. Oh my God, how old am I? Google Maps, but it was faster than that. It wasn't like turn left here. It was like, I think I'd see a flicker of movement and then all of a sudden I'm just diving for it. And the next thing I know, I'm eating. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. So every time I see a bird, a big bird of prey flying, I'm sure it was other birds too, but that was the one I really remember. I am just like, you know what? You enjoy yourself because one day you're going to have to pay taxes and deal with like, a mortgage or whatever. So like right now, enjoy being a bird. Squirrels, I remember that are small. I don't know what I was. It's not like I was like, oh, I'm a squirrel. They don't identify. A squirrel's not going around like, hello, I'm a squirrel. They're just an animal and they worked on instinct. So I remember being things that felt like I was a deer. And I remember the interesting thing about being both a smaller animal and like a deer, so like not more of like the prey and not the predator, is I remember I would hear something. And before it totally even registered that I'm hearing something, I would be running like as a deer. But even as a smaller animal, I would hear something and I would run. And sometimes there was nothing and it was fine. I was like, oh, and I would just keep eating or hunting or gathering or whatever I was doing, right? Grabbing all my nuts for the season if I was a squirrel. I don't know. Or burrowing into my hole. I remember being in a hole. It was like a house to me, but it was a hole. And feeling safe. And other times I would be getting chased, like, "Woo!" And then it was like lights out. There was no pain, there was no anything. It was just like, and then everything was black. And the same thing happened when I would die as a bug. Oh gosh, I was a bug too. I remember being several different bugs. I have me on a tantrum. All right. What's the word? Tangent. I remember being several different bugs. And when I would come into a bug life, it was so funny because I would be in like, it was like being in a tank. Like, I don't know if I was a beetle or what, but some of them flew and had wings and some of them had like crawly legs. And I remember it was like you're inside of it. And some of them I knew I was a bee or something because I had like all the eyes. I'm sure that more than bees have that, but I know that I was pollinating things and I had a lot of eyes or a lot. I don't know. And so I would be figuring out like where all the knobs and switches are basically, right? Like I'd be like, how do I work this thing? Where gears go, right? And it's just me figuring out my own body. And like, does this thing fly or do I crawl? But I was like getting good at being a bug, and I look back on that time and it's so funny. And again, eventually my life would die. I would die and there was no pain. It was just like everything got dark, like cruising around, doing my bug thing, and then lights out. And then I'd come back and I'd be like, oh, different operating machine, lights out. Oh, different tank. To me, it felt like a tank. I don't know why. I have to like laugh and think I was like some sort of like beetle or whatever. So that was fun. And then my last life before I incarnated as human, I was a wolf. And they are very human. They work in a pack, they work on instinct, but they're very much a family. Rose says she's nice to bugs for sure. Yeah, I'm nice to them now too. Sometimes I have to kill some. Where we live, it doesn't ever happen very often, but sometimes we get black widows and I don't want to get near them, but like, we have a kid and it's right near like the entrance to our door. They tend to want to have like their little upside down nest, how they're like, you see the little violin on their belly. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. So I spray them because I don't want to like get near them. Cause I mean, you get really sick getting bit by a black widow. So sometimes I do have to send them on to their next life. And I'm like, come back as a butterfly, like come back as a ladybug and nobody's going to hurt you. And I'm like, I feel bad, but if something's dangerous like that, I just admitted I'm like a bug murderer. I'm sorry, but I've got a puppy. I've got a child. I think most parents feel the same way. Okay. How are we doing? Try not to kill them. What about seeing the light on transition? Yeah, that's real. That lights, it feels like like 1,000 lights shining at you when you leave this world. And it's really just a spiritual experience. I've spoken to people who are terminal and dying and they're afraid. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's basically like the most amazing spiritual experience. That said, stay as long as you can. Don't leave early if you can. You want to stay as long as you can because you want to complete the assignment on your soul. Okay. All right. Thanks for whoever asked that. That was kind of fun. The rock person, my fellow rock person. All right. Could you consider escorting them out? They're already outside. And it's only happened like 3 times. But it's literally like in the entrance, I have to walk by them or like we have a palm tree, like a small mini palm, and they'll be like right there. So it's like really close. My husband escorts all the spiders out of the house. Any bugs that are inside the house that don't look like they're going to like, kill one of us, they get escorted out. Oh gosh. I hope you guys don't troll me that I've killed some black widows, but I did. I don't do it right away though. I'm like, maybe you could go, this one time, oh, this is so funny. There was a mouse in our house and, how did it get in? Our dog had died. We had a wolf hybrid and he died. And so I think, kept things away, anything like that. And at the time we had French doors and we would have them open at night and, he sat there so nothing would come in. I mean, nothing came. We have a fountain outside and even birds wouldn't come because he was wolf hybrid. Like we didn't have any animals. Now there's squirrels, there's raccoons, all kinds of things come because he's gone and we have a husky mix and she's like, what's she going to do? But with the wolf, it was like they knew to stay away. So he had passed away, which was sad. It was 15 and a half years and he died. And we had the door open and I guess something came in. And I knew it was in the house and I was like, oh my God. And it's late. And we were leaving town the next day to go to starts with an A, Alaska, going to Alaska. So I'm not leaving the house to go to Alaska when there's a mouse in the house. It's not going to be good. So I'm looking for it and it goes upstairs because there's a trail of little mouse poop. And so I find it and it's under the bed. And so I open up the French doors in our bedroom, but I'm using a flashlight because, I'm like, okay, get away from the light and go where the dark is. Cause it's like, that's outside and you don't want to be inside. So I'm having this negotiation with this mouse and I'm talking to it telepathically, but also out loud. And I'm like, look, I don't want to hurt you. You want to go to your home. You want to go see your family. I want to leave town and not have you like do anything weird in my house. So could you just go outside? And so every time it would go like away from the door, I would kind of point the flashlight, like at it or not at it, but like around it, like a barrier. And so it would want to go the other way. And it was sitting there looking at me and I was like, seriously, like, I need you to leave, like go outside, go over there, please leave, go back to your family. I don't want to hurt you. And I want you to leave. And it left. And I remember going to like a hardware store the next day because my husband's like, well, we should probably get like a mouse trap just in case there's friends and family while we leave. And I was telling the guy, he's like, how'd you get it to leave? And I was like, I just asked nicely and it left. And I was like, I wish I had that on video because I really did just ask nicely and it left. So that was kind of fun. Animals hear us. Hi, Lorraine. When you were between lives after Italian mayor passed life, were you bothered a lot by not having lived deeper? Yeah. Or did you move on? What did you do for those 500 years? It was more than that. And I don't know if I was in Italy. I don't know where I was, but I was definitely in Europe somewhere. I don't know if I was a mayor. I don't know what it was, but I was a government official of some sort. It's in my book, Soul Priority. What was the question? Was I bothered? Yes. I was. In fact, I still am to this day. That's why I do what I do. That's the driving force behind me always getting on here, coming live, writing a book, whatever I'm doing, saying, live the assignment on your soul, is I don't want anyone to die with an assignment on their soul, especially when you kind of know what it is. You just say yes to it. So yeah, it did bother me. And that's a lot to ask. What did I do for the years? I went into the astral world. I went into the causal realm, had a whole experience there. And then I was born, but it was a long time, like whole lifetimes, long lifetimes. There's podcasts where I talk about it. The book is free on Kindle Unlimited. And then there's podcasts where I go over details about what happened, but we're getting close on time here. I have a one-on-one session somebody booked with me after this, so I can't talk for too much longer. I met a dog like that before. Very powerful. Yeah. Saved me and another girl. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Okay. So glad you were here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close out because I just looked at the clock and I do need to go. I have somebody that booked with me, so I'm going to go and honor that. Next Friday, I won't be here. Next Friday is the day before the next level soul. And so I have other things I need to be doing that day. So I won't be coming live, but I'll be back again and I'll make sure that you get on my email. If you're not on my email or you're not subscribed, make sure you do, because then you get notified when I come live. So how do you get on my email list? Do the quiz. That's the fastest one. It tells you what your money-making soul archetype is, or sign up for the Astral Therapy. Eric has that. It's the quiz. The soul archetype quiz. And so if you want to pop that in the chat for them, Eric, they can go ahead and get that. And then when I'm coming live, because I'm not going to come live right before the retreat because I'll be on retreat. So right now I've been coming live every Friday, but there's going to be some times where I can't. So thank you for all of this. I want to do just a little grounding before we go so that everyone feels complete. Okay. And if I didn't get to your question, I hope I was able to answer you, or maybe you needed to hear the story. I know there's no way I could get to everybody. You're so welcome for today. Thank you for being here. And then there's the purpose and archetype. Let's see, that is the archetype. Yeah, that's the quiz. The quiz is so much fun, you guys. This is the download. There's so much I should do like a whole, when I come back, I should do a whole one on just the 4 soul archetypes and what they are, because the download I got when I had my near-death experience was, how do you basically live the assignment on your soul? And like, how do you, it kind of sounds funny because money's not real, but I realized how people can align with an archetype within them that's very activated, and then potentially make money doing it, or make a lot of money doing it. That we don't have to live parallel to our purpose. Our purpose is over here and our job is over there. That's not working. As we're moving into the higher timeline and as things are getting chaotic in the world, you want to be like this. You want your purpose and the income coming in alignment with each other, so that all the time that you're spending here on earth, you're spending it working and doing your soul assignment, and you're not doing it part-time, or, if you get to it and, I didn't have time for it. So take the quiz. Oh, wow. Eric put all the ones. So if you wanted to book a life clarity, he has one there for you. We have one for 45% off. We opened a few more spots. And then there is the quiz for, to find out what your soul archetype is, which archetype is, and I explained the archetypes in there as well. And there's somewhere, there used to be a free astral therapy to activate, but I don't know. I don't want to promise that because I need to pick through my website. It was a long time ago. Okay, let's do a closing. And again, if any of you need anything, Eric has all the links. If you feel called to check out the Soul Priority Retreat, check it out over there. I'm pointing over there. I'm assuming that's where the links are for you. I don't know. Okay, but let's do a closing and a grounding. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. I love this time together. Thank you for loving on each other. Thank you for believing in each other. Thank you for coming together in the Soul Priority community. It means so much to me, but I think what you don't realize is it means so much to the people here as well. The way that you support each other, the way you send love to each other, the way that you believe in each other. I want you to know that we all believe in you. We see you the same way. You're not alone on this journey. We are here together as a community, and we have your back. But I'm just clearing some of the heaviness, if you guys don't mind. You all right if I just clear some heaviness? If you're driving, maybe, watch it later or just focus on what you're doing. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, nale, nakrapate. Makrashkanele, male, sakrashka. Just kind of clearing out the general heaviness, the general density. Thank you for those who asked questions. Thank you for those who shared a vulnerability in the chat. I'm grateful for you. I appreciate you. I see you. I know I didn't get to every single one, but I see you, and I'm just sending you love and clarity and maybe a little healing. Beautiful. All right, everyone, taking a deep inhalation. Exhaling it out. There we go. Beautiful. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me live. Thank you, Instagram. It's been a joy. I will not be here next Friday because I'm on Next Level Soul the next day. So I'll be preparing for that. If you're not joining me on Next Level Soul and you want to come, make sure you do. I do not have a link for you right now in there, but if you follow me on Instagram, my link is there. For the Next Level Soul Summit, if you want to get your ticket to come to that, it's going to be a 4-weekend epic transformational experience. The lineup is incredible. So for those of you, I know you already have tickets and I can't wait to see you there. Thank you for supporting me in that. I love you so much. And I will see you in a couple weeks. Okay, take care. Bye.